For executives who are changing roles in the year ahead, I think one of the things you're going to find quite surprising is how much effort goes into securing a new opportunity. It used to be, in the old days of recruitment, relatively straightforward to change roles, but everything has changed, and this employment landscape, recruitment landscape, continues to evolve, and it's becoming more and more challenging for executives to navigate career moves, secure promotions, change jobs, change industries. There's a real reluctance, I think, from employers to give people a go that sort of, don't tick all the boxes. And, it's quite interesting, but, I think it is still in the favour of employers, and employees have to really sort of manage themselves very, very carefully if they want to be successful in their careers. And by doing so, you've got to have your backup plans, you've got to have a real line of sight into how you're going to develop yourself in terms of professional development, and you've got to have a plan A and a plan B these days. But when you go to market, we used to use a methodology which is very successful for many, many years, which was 100 approaches in 100 days, and that would translate into being on about 5 shortlists, and out of that you'd probably end up with 1 or 2 job offers. So it was still a pretty big formula. It was like a lot of approaches to market to make sure you're speaking to enough people, canvassing enough opportunities, getting in for enough conversations. Throughout this whole year, I've been sort of quite surprised because the effort has not delivered the same results. So we're finding now we've got to do 200 approaches to even get, onto 1 or 2 shortlists. That's a lot of legwork. And I've got one client who's actually made 400 approaches. He was coming from a pretty flat base. He'd come from his own enterprise, and he's trying to come back into a corporate market, which is a challenging move. But, 400 discussions later, and we're still only in, maybe 1 or 2 shortlists. So, it's challenging. Now, the people who are executing the moves really quickly are highly specialised. They are subject matter experts, and there is a real shortage of that particular talent in the market, and so it's a limited talent pool, and they're doing extremely well. And so this is one of the challenges you have if you're a bit of a generalist and you can do a little bit of everything, a jack or a Jill of all trades. These executives find those career moves quite challenging because you can't easily lock in on the exact title and the exact organisation where you can really sort of perform well. I've got another senior executive who's very, very experienced, but has worked across a broad range of industries, broad range of titles, and again, struggling to get the traction, just not a clear candidate to, just easily slot into one type of role. And, that can be really, really difficult. So, the bottom line is these moves now require a lot more forward thought. They require a real strategic approach. You cannot do these things ad hoc, and you really are on the back foot if you're just, sort of randomly applying for jobs on a, a LinkedIn or a Seek job board. That really isn't the way you go about finding quality career opportunities and career moves. So there's a lot of factors, and then on top of that, you've got the technology factor coming in, which is the artificial intelligence and the applicant tracking systems, which screen you out of the recruitment process, and you need to understand how that paradigm's working so that you, in effect, stay in the recruitment process as long as possible. So there are some challenges. It's not impossible, but you definitely need good advice, and you need to take that strategic approach. I'm very happy to have a chat to you with a complimentary career assessment if you're thinking of a career move in 2024. Love to have a chat with you.